Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19. It's going to be episode 7 of our My Play career mode. And what type of game is this? 50 over match. So probably going to have a 50 over match and a 20-20 in this episode just because the T20s are pretty short. We bat, what do we bat, number 5? So we very rarely get a good opportunity. I would like to... We're a fair bit into the season. I don't know how many rounds there are. There's not that many, so I'm hoping... I'm probably going to turn the recruiting down to easy until I get into the first class cricket and then put it back to normal. Just because, like, the first class teams are licensed, like the Australian domestic. So there's no issue with going into the first class cricket. So I probably will put it back down to easy, and then if it works the same as last couple of cricket games, then we'll become captain, and then once we're captain, it'll not as long as we perform pretty well, then we should get a call up to first class. But in the meantime, we're just gonna be toiling away in some club cricket action. It's always it's a good stepping stone. I do remember the good old days of Don Bradman 14, and you actually started in first class cricket, which was oh, here we go. We get an early wicket here. What a shot. That was an absolute just a big miss hit. That's all I can really say. He was extravagant. He's trying to go inside out over cover. It's not a bad option. The gap is there, but he just didn't get any of it. Maybe just skidded on a bit lower. Got sort of toe end of the bat, it looked like. So good first over here. 1 wicket. It's going to be the 1 run coming off here. But yeah, very, very nice start. What was I talking about? Yeah, the first class in Don Bradman 14. I think it's definitely better starting in club cricket. It makes sense to boost some stats and to get into the game. And then just, the natural progression. Because when you started in first class cricket, being like really lowly rated, like it was, from memory, I can't even remember it that well, but from memory, it was pretty tough to start because, the first class cricketers are rated pretty highly, and then you're there. I don't know what you started in Don Bradman 14, but I know in this game you start extremely low, and in the last game I think you're probably like 50 overall when you started, I think 40, 50, something like that from memory. But a very good tidy start to this spell of bowling here. Just sort of, these middle overs, just constricting them, and they did not get a huge score. We're going to come out to bat here in a not a terrible spot as we look here. We got the 150. We probably want a little bit more consistency, but we haven't had the best. We haven't had the greatest of opportunities at the moment. A couple of times we got a couple of 40s as we almost run made out there. Just ease it a little bit. What do we need? 256, 41 overs remaining. So the run rate is completely under control. As we got the slinger in. Oh man, I love facing the sling. I love bowling with the sling action. If you've been out to one of my streams lately, I've been doing a sling bowling career mode, and it's so much fun. And facing it's definitely a challenge for sure. Just because it looks like it's coming real quick, and it's sort of like Malinga's action. It gets onto you pretty sharply. But again, just rotating the strike. In club cricket, I'm assuming when we get up to first class cricket, the fielding is going to be like better in terms of not being able to get 2s every single time you hit it to a fielder, basically, or at least I hope so. I would imagine so. Just the speed across the deck and also the throwing arms will definitely be better. As quick there, quick. He's getting it in short. Try to play the pull shot. It's a little bit outside off. I do like the guide to third man, but it is a risky shot, especially with them having a sort of he's not a fly slip. He's pretty close. I guess just like yeah, short third man, short fine leg as well. So a pretty in-out field at the moment. It's a bit of an annoying field for us, in all honesty. But he gives us a juicy ball. Full toss on. It was actually outside the pads. We could just absolutely unload on that one. Yeah, just the practice this. You actually see when I hit that the white cherry mark on the bat. That's also another. I'm pretty sure that happened in the last game as well, but I don't know. In this game, it seems to be a little bit more prominent, as that's a good shot as well. I don't know if that was. I think did we jam that into the pitch and it bounced over his head? I think. Or did it? I don't know. It looked like we sort of jammed it and it skidded over him. I don't think it was a lob shot, but yeah, a couple of loose balls, which is good. We've been pretty patient, 16 off 13 with a couple of boundaries to sort of crank our strike rate up a whisker, but that's a good shot. Huge gap out there. They got a sweeper, but he's pretty square, or he's even behind square, I think, on the point side of field. So anything like cover region in front of point, there's huge gaps, easy twos, even a 3 right there. So they've changed the field. Look at this field. They got, what is this field? They got 2 third men, very close to each other. We have been pretty prominent with the cut and the sort of the glide to that area, so it's not a terrible position, leaving a lot of gaps for easy rotation, but it is cutting off some boundaries opportunity. That shot right there, that's the shot I like to play for a sneaky boundary, but I guess they've done their homework. They cut it off pretty well. So you know, a little bit of and there we go. The next ball we hit it to the other guy. So yeah, the AI doing a little bit of their homework here, and I guess it's a it's a good sign going forward that the AI does sort of sort of try to cover your areas. I wonder if I wonder if they do sort of, obviously during the game, if you're targeting a specific area a lot or you're scoring runs on one side of the field, they'll probably cover it, obviously. Well, you'd hope so. But I wonder if there is an element of, that's a good shot, just a bit of a loosener of a delivery. But I wonder if they do sort of take into account your previous games and, if you've scored predominant runs or you've got out, let's say you've got out like a number of times from the short ball, are they going to, bang it in short more often? I don't know. Because they don't really go into it. It's a good little flick. Another short pitch delivery. Yeah, we got our iron now, so those looseners just get absolutely met and dispatched to the ropes. So couple of fours back to back has pushed us to 29 off 24. Very nice batting here. And again, he goes in short. We just deja vu 3 times in a row. I mean, if he keeps bowling there, I'm just going to keep hitting it there. There's no one back. It's not even like it's where he's bowling it. So I'm not trying to manufacture something that's not on. It's just literally, it's what it's got to be. It's what it's got to be, but we come back here for an easy 2. But yeah, I want to, because yeah, like I said, they say that the AI do try to, they're more ad lib and they're smarter in general, but they don't go into whether or not that happens. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about. I guess when we go through the career mode, we'll sort of get an idea of what they try to do, and I guess the difficulty as well. At the moment, I've got it on the default for the AI, so it's only on pro difficulty, which I think bit of a loosener there, but I think that's fine for club cricket. When I get up to first class, I'll put it up to veteran difficulty and then go from there, maybe crank it up to legend. But I think, for club cricket, we should be the star, we should be the gun, and I haven't found it like that, that ridiculously easy anyway, so I have no issue with staying on pro for now, and then when we move up the ranks, we'll crank it up, as that one was a bit of a, actually got a fair bit of kick. The pitch definitely has a tinge of green, bit of grass still on the covering, so the odd delivery looks like it's just shooting up off a length a little bit is this one. As no, he's taking it. Oh no, we've got out for another 40. Unbelievable. It was there to be driven. It's a good catch. Oh man, it's an absolute beauty of a catch. I can be mad. I am mad. It's another 50 gone begging, and we're gonna tumble out poorly. Boy, oh boy, if we get out, the rest of the team just folds embarrassingly. Yeah. the run chases definitely rest on our shoulders, and unfortunately, we haven't been able to really stamp our authority in these run chases. Just getting out in fairly unfortunate ways, gotta be honest. A little bit unlucky, especially that one. I mean, it was, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was pretty much good all across the board for timing, footwork, and shot type. I don't think it was like late or early. So, you know, sometimes stuff like that is a little bit frustrating, and it happens. It does happen a little bit, as we can actually. I actually had a look there at the stadiums. You can actually play on whatever ground you want. But I thought, nah, we'll just stick to the club cricket grounds. I'd rather just for realism, just stay on these little grounds here. Although the boundaries are freaking huge still, so that's that's annoying. We can't hit sixes too well, but you know, we'll stay on these suburban grounds. But yeah, the thing where you time a ball ideally and it still can get caught like that is a bit of a, I don't know. I don't know. I'm interested to see what people actually think about that. I mean, I'm sure some people don't mind it. I personally think it's a bit of a cop-out that you can time it perfectly and it can get lobbed up in the air. Obviously, that happens in real cricket. Like, a player can absolutely smoke one and it can go in the air, catchable height, and he gets out. And he's absolutely timed. He's timed it ideal, like he's smoked it. So, you know, it can happen, but I don't know. It's a little bit annoying for sure if you're the recipient of it anyway. As we come on to bowl here, what are they on? So yeah, we're coming on early, 4th over in, and they're starting to having a go early on. Not letting me settle. Bit of a rubbish start. Just getting a little bit straight onto the pads there. So just trying to time that line up around that outside off stump line. That's probably a better line. A little bit wide, but we'd probably want it a little bit tighter in, but still not a bad spot to be bowling. Are we going to get a bat? I don't think we are. That's a T20 for you, dude. We got 1 over, none for 7. It wasn't a terrible over, none for 7. And we are going to win, thankfully. Darcy Lindsay, was it? Is that who it was? 98. And the other top order. As we're going to have a look here. And I just wanted to show you guys, because I haven't really gone into this at the moment, but I'll show you guys. Sort of the stat system is a little bit weird to me, because you can't unlock, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the way the stat system works in this game, because I'm a batting all-rounder, but I can't really change my batting stats that quickly. Like, you have to unlock things, which is a bit strange. But here are my perks. So at the moment I've got Fisher for 1, which increases cut and pull shot, and turn on is my other one, which increases turn. So that's a little bit of that for you guys. But regardless, hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment if you are, and I'll see you in the next one.